The Reagan years, on the one hand, nice memories, but on the other hand, guilt and fear and loathing. And so I wanted to ask you, are we then were we on the right track then? And have we lost the knack? Or are we now suffering a hangover from too much debt and things like that?
On the contrary, we were on the right track then. We're not on the right track now. As a matter of fact, if you look at the figures, the turnabout, it's always said in the United States, they talk about 12 years of Reagan and Bush. That's a bunch of nonsense. It was 8 years of Reagan, and now we're in the Bush-Clinton era, because Bush reversed every plank that Reagan favored. And if you look at the statistics, the economy grew very rapidly in the United States, very well in the 1980s. The deficit was going down toward the end of the 80s. And you had a turnaround in 1989 and 90 after Bush came into office. Reagan's principles were, number one, lower marginal tax rates. Number two, deregulate. Number three, hold down government spending. Number four, follow a monetary policy that will bring you low inflation. He succeeded to some extent in all of those areas. Marginal tax rates, the top one, went from, what was it, 75% down to 28%. The government spending continued to go up, but the rate of growth slowed sharply.
But he did run deficits.
He ran deficits, but deficits aren't important. What's important is the level of government spending, and moreover, from 1985 on, the deficit was going down rapidly as a fraction of national income. And then he did tolerate a monetary policy by the Fed which brought the rate of inflation and interest rates sharply down. When Bush came in, his 1990 tax agreement raised marginal tax rates, increased government spending. In fact, government spending went up more rapidly during Bush's 4 years than during any prior 4 years back to Roosevelt, I think. In third place, Bush, I don't say he was responsible. Congress played a large role in this. But he signed bills introducing enormous regulatory burdens. The Aid to Disabilities Act, the Clean Air Act, and numbers of other measures. So in every one of these areas, he completely reversed what Reagan had been doing. And the economy reversed.
Does that mean that we could have avoided the pain we're in now?
Absolutely. If Bush had continued on the policies that Reagan had set, if he had not reversed his policies, I believe you undoubtedly would have had a mild recession. We've been having those for 200 years. But I think today we'd be far better off than we are.